What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a monthly manifestation for the sign of Aquarius, okay? For the month of February, okay? Aquarius, you guys are third during the zodiac lineup for group 3. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay? So, Aquarius, hopefully, you guys got a chance to tap into January's energy for the moon phases. For the monthly manifestations. The purpose of these readings is so that way you can kind of get organized in the sense of whether it's personal growth or material, to manifest what it is you want the most. Okay. And that is pretty much the gist for the month of February. Okay. It's the second month of the year, and so it's time to focus on what it is you want, not what you don't want. Okay. Um, these are going out monthly, obviously. I did these before, and Universe told me to bring them back, and we are completely revamped with these. Okay, and so we'll talk about. You can look in the description box below, so that way you can see the dates for you to kind of focus on, in the sense of just giving yourself some time and space to actually create on the new moon, which is on the 9th. If you've been kind of thinking a lot in January about what it is that you want to accomplish, maybe not just within the month, but throughout the year, then it's time to start planning it out and outlining a plan. Okay. So maybe you did that in January, and now in February on the 9th is about a completion, in the sense of wrapping up a phase of maybe stagnancy, of procrastination, things of that nature, towards this particular goal. Okay. The 16th is the first quarter moon. That is your halfway point of whether or not if you're actually getting any progress done with what it is that you are trying to accomplish. On the 24th is a full moon. And that is where you should be wrapping up loose ends and actually acquiring what it is you have been trying to accomplish. Now, if you do not get that on the 24th, but you are close to it, that is energy that rolls over into the next month, and you continue to prioritize until you actually obtain it. That is the purpose of these readings, is so that way you can kind of keep a progress report for yourself of obtaining these goals. All right. A task or goal will be ready for the next phase on your agenda in February. All right. You may need to find the inner strength to input something at the last minute, maybe something else that is tied to a main goal, in order for you to accomplish it. From the 25th of January to the 9th of February is 15 days. Okay, so there is leading 15 equaling out to 6 means reevaluating some things or changing things around, with the number 5, the number 1, following your intuition and making that adjustment as need be. Okay, then from the new moon on the 9th to the 16th is 7 days, is where that strength is to actually get something accomplished. All right. And actually get things in motion. So those 7 days, you may need a lot of energy in order to do a lot of networking, possibly, or communicating. All right. So with that being said, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get into your reading. All right. Again, those phases will be in the description box below. You can kind of, if you have a planner or your phone, maybe, however you like to organize yourself, you can go ahead and kind of put those dates in and kind of set determined goals for those dates. So that way you can kind of keep an eye and keep tabs on yourself that you're actually getting things done. Okay. So let's see what the energy holds for Aquarius Collective. All right. The energy for the Aquarius Collective in the month of February. One last shuffle here. right, and then we'll cut by threes. Each card that I pull is going to be associated with the moon phase that we just went through. Okay, so Aquarius, one from the top is for the new moon energy. Excuse me. One from the bottom is for the first quarter moon energy. And then one energetically from the middle and I think I'm going to go for this one for the full moon. Some kind of feeling of like edge of your seat kind of situation with something maybe around the full moon on the 24th. Okay, so first things first, what should be the mindset towards your intention or goal on the new moon, Aquarius? What should be your mindset towards your intention or goal? Believe in the impossible, okay? Believe in the impossible. I feel like this card possibly came out maybe during January, possibly, or maybe at the beginning of February. I don't keep up. I'm just going to be point blank honest with you. Universe, ancestors remind me as need be. But once I put the energy out, it is for you guys to, tap into. Okay. So by all means, if you want, you can let me know in the comments or not. But all positive energy, please. Okay. But new moon energy is for you to believe in the impossible. Okay. Maybe you come into this energy before the new moon, because I know I do, where I will kind of get, as in the spiritual world they say, downloads, okay, which can be dreams, okay, in the sense of receiving or creating this idea that's never been thought of before, okay. Believe in the impossible. What you think is impossible is actually achievable. It's only impossible because you've never seen it done before, okay? And so you have to put, that thinking cap on in the sense of how can you make this impossible thing possible, all right? Which means doing your research, all of that, okay? In a sense, you guys might be, I'm not going to say full on, truly, like really behind schedule on doing this task, but you've been possibly playing around with it, like I said at the beginning, some form of stagnancy, okay, and really creating something big. All right, so believe in the impossible. Next, will or have you made any progress during the first quarter moon or by the first quarter moon, Aquarius? Nothing will come of the situation, okay? Nothing will come of the situation. Like I just said, I don't feel you guys being completely behind schedule, but nothing will come of it if you don't get a move on, okay? Now, if nothing will come of it, it could be a situation of someone already is in the midst of creating this particular idea that you thought was impossible, okay? Again, stagnancy, procrastination, not really putting your best foot forward. Nothing will come of it if you don't put a move on with it, okay? If you believe it's too far-fetched or if it's somewhat out of reach, in the sense, then nothing will come of it, okay? You may have the thought, but you may procrastinate come first quarter moon of getting it done. That is the 16th, okay? To avoid that, for others of you, it could be a situation of you get things done around new moon energy on the 9th, and so there's really nothing for you to do come the 16th, and so then you're just waiting on results, okay? You may be ahead of schedule, but I feel more so a larger group of you will be somewhat stagnant and procrastinate, okay? So let's see what's on the agenda for the 24th. which is has or is the intention or goal being achieved by the full moon. Okay, for Aquarius, it says adjustments are required. Okay, adjustments are required. So that obviously truly means what it does. All right. You're going to have to make some changes, as I said in the beginning of the reading for your February summary. Okay. The summary for February is pretty much the same for everyone, with a couple of tweaks differently for each sign. Okay. These readings are meant to be for your sun sign. All right. So Aquarius, you may be sharing energy with someone who has Aquarius in another part of their birth chart placement. And so you may be saying, oh, I don't procrastinate. Then let that go and pass it to the next person who has possibly a placement in Aquarius that's in a part that makes them kind of stagnant. Okay. Or it could be an Aquarius that has another sign in their birth chart that makes them a little bit more of a procrastinator. Okay, so understand that, again, like I said before, an idea that you may have seen done before, but maybe it can be done differently, which makes your idea a little bit more special than that one. Okay, maybe it's something that never really took off before and it just needed some tweaking. Okay, again, something that maybe you played with last year and it's rolled over into this year. Okay, so let's see what's going on and with this energy during these phases. We're going to go ahead and shuffle and use the regular general writer's weight. We do have the 5 of Cups here with the 9 of Cups. Okay, so somewhat accomplished but also disappointment. Okay, so you kind of maybe teetering on the sense of, like, with 5 of Cups, you have 3 cups that are down, but you have 2 cups behind you. Okay, take it's slow progress, it's still progress. Okay, as long as you are getting something accomplished. Okay, don't be so discouraged about what happened in the past. You attempted it, and that is still an accomplishment. Okay, realizing that you need to revamp it is even a bigger accomplishment. Okay, because we all can sometimes be our biggest critic. I know I am, when it comes to work and things that I'm trying to accomplish in my personal life. And so, it's okay to fall by the wayside and feel a certain way, but it's all about how you pick yourself up. Okay, so we're going to shuffle one more time here. You do have on this last shuffle the 9 of Cups still prominent here with the 4 of Cups. Okay, someone offering you maybe some advice or a suggestion. You feel, pretty accomplished where you are. You may not really want to hear what they have to say, in a sense, because you're trying your best, but it does fulfill you in a way, even though you don't really want to hear it. All right. Last shuffle there. Some might try to give you suggestions, if not about, just personally wanting to motivate you in a way or be supportive. It could be in a sense of telling you what you could have changed. It's your idea, and so you don't really feel like hearing other people's, side of it. But sometimes if you're dealing in an industry of like hospitality, things like that, you might want to take the suggestion of someone who's coming in as an outsider looking in, maybe as a consumer. Can always be actually good feedback sometimes. All right, so you got to understand where they're coming from. Okay, not completely, put it off, but they want you to be successful. Okay, so one from the top for new moon energy, one directly from the bottom for the first quarter moon energy, and then one energetically from the middle. And I think I've settled my eyes on this one. Multiple energies again on the full moon. A lot of people, again, maybe trying to come and give you some suggestions or opinions. We'll look at the bottom of the deck momentarily to see what the overall outcome of the energy is. Okay, so let's see what is clarifying this belief in the impossible for you, Aquarius, which is the Four of Swords. A lot of reflection. Okay, like I said, this person is laying down. You see the swords are pretty much three above their head, one right up underneath them. Okay, so it's the time to reflect on what it is that you feel is impossible. Okay, what can make it possible? Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to, again, the energy leading up to the ninth. Okay, by the ninth, you should have something in place to start implementing. Okay, get that completion or wrap up the stagnancy and disbelief in yourself or the ability to achieve whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Okay, deep reflection here with the number 4. Protect your thoughts at all times. Write things out at best, or keep it to yourself until you're ready to share it. All right, with the number 4 here. Next, nothing will come of this situation. First quarter moon is being clarified by the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, now for some of you, it may be a sense of finances, okay, needing to hold off. Maybe that's why nothing can happen right now, because you are not ready to drop a bag or so on something in order to get this done. Didn't realize it was going to cost you a lot of money. Maybe it's about outsourcing something in order to get this thing done. Again, I keep saying thing because I'm not trying to release. I'm helping you guys with moon energy, okay? And this 4, again, protection, number 4 coming out twice in your reading, okay? So I do believe in protecting the energy of the collective when you're viewing me. So if it's meant to be said, it will be said. But until that time, it is in the hidden phase right now, okay? So again, for some of you, if you end up feeling stuck in the sense of not being able to accomplish something due to finances, it will have to be put on hold momentarily, but it does not mean that you have to give up. It just means that part of your accomplishment or acquiring this thing is going to take some money, and you're going to have to wait, and you're going to have to save, and that is what your primary goal is to save for this particular goal. Okay, so it cannot be acquired right now until that happens. All right, so next, adjustments are required is being clarified by Ace of Pentacles. Okay, possibly come around the 24th, you could receive some kind of monetary help. Okay, someone offering assistance, maybe not so much as giving you the money that you need. Okay, maybe it's a sense of, hey, I found somewhere else that you could get it for cheaper. Okay, do not, and I have said this throughout a few readings since I've been doing these monthlies, is do not sacrifice quality for quantity. Okay, make sure you do your research before you put any money on this particular item. Okay, I think I mentioned it in Aries reading for January. All right, so either you're associated with an Aries, or you have Aries in your chart. You may want to look at that January reading. It might help you out. Okay, for others, if it is monetary, it could be something where someone gives you just the last little bit, or maybe you get a discount through the person that you were originally going to go through. Okay. For others, it's also a situation of getting some useful advice from someone who is of value. Again, I don't always associate pentacles with monetary, because it also means something of value, very important. Okay, and so you could get an offering such as that. That could be really useful information. that you could use later on down the line. So make sure you stick a pin in it and revisit it as need be. Okay, you'll know when. All right. So with that being said, at the bottom of the deck for the overall energy, we have a page of pentacles. Okay, small little tiny little page. Okay, it's real small. It's not, super significant, but it is appreciated. Okay, maybe it's in the sense of donations of some sort. Okay, maybe that little bit of advice. Maybe you become a messenger where something is given to you, and maybe you were able to really benefit from what was, shared with you, and maybe be able to share a little bit with someone else. Okay, that is a feeling that I'm getting a lot with this reading, because towards the end of your reading, from first quarter moon, then full, then final outcome or overall energy, is all pentacles. So I mean, if we were to add these together, you have 4, this 5 of one of pentacles, and then 6. So share. Okay, that's what that's showing to me. Is I like to say each one teach one in a way. So whatever you find out that's valuable, it could be helpful or useful to another person. Okay, but make sure you share genuinely. All right. And then once you share once, that's probably it for you. Okay. So it could be a situation of that for some of you Aquariuses, that maybe come into something and you want to share with someone else. But for the time being, you're kind of keeping it to yourself come for first quarter moon, in a way, and then sharing later. All right. So with that being said, let's get into the Making Magic deck. This is where we ask the question of, what is the message of support to achieve or manifest Aquarius goal? Okay, what is the message of support to achieve or manifest Aquarius's goal? Okay, so I'm going to do light shuffle here, and then I'll cut. Universe is stating you guys probably need about 4 messages, maybe 3 instead. If nothing jumps out, we'll go ahead and still do the cut, and we'll pull directly from the bottom. Okay, until we get to a point of all your messages coming out for this deck. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop there, and we'll do a cut. Excuse me, guys. I don't know why, but I got something stuck in my throat a little bit. I'll get some water in a little. So, to start, you guys have triple moon. Okay, triple moon, which says, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Okay, I think triple moon came out before. As you notice, we've went over 3 moon phases. Okay, 3 moon phases. If you would like to learn about moonology, I would definitely suggest you check out Yasmin Bolin. She created this deck here, and she also has a journal, which is really good for those who are spiritual and enjoy the moon energy. Anytime when I see a full moon, it's just very captivating to me. And so I always seem to resonate with it, and it's just very nice. I get really lucky because outside of my bedroom window, I can actually see the moon phase, and so it's really comforting at night, especially on a spiritual ascension, if I'm actually like meditating and manifesting on a full moon, of just wrapping up and completing on certain cycles and phases that I'm working on in my own life. So, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Okay, if you find yourself doing the same thing, then you definitely might want to look into it. Okay, so we'll put that one down. That's your first message. The next one is the star. Okay, star. you guys' energy comes in on the star in the tarot deck, as a healing um, energy, okay? But it says the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity, okay? New energy alert. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I truly appreciate your patronage. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe so that way you can be notified the next time I drop a reading for your sign, okay? So, good luck and serendipity, all right? So, I mean, of course, in Pentacles, you can see the star is within it. So, that definitely means that you guys have a lot coming forth, okay? In the sense of good luck, as long as you stay on course, all right? This message here is also Earth, okay? Earth, which says, ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. Okay? Ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. And looks like we are going to get you guys 4 messages up underneath earth. Like I said, as long as you guys stay the course. Okay? So ask Mother Earth to help you in grounding yourself, okay, and staying the course and staying diligent, all right? Lastly is Dragonfly. Definitely some new energy here coming in, all right? So definitely, hopefully, motivating energy as you watch these readings, okay? So, Dragonfly, you bring light to this world, okay? You bring light to this world, all right? Definitely take the time to look up the spiritual meaning of dragonflies. They are really actually good luck and very light-hearted, I guess you can say, insects. I had a run-in with a dragonfly when I was younger. It still sticks with me to this day. I was like maybe roughly in my like early teens, like between 10 13 years old, and I was like playing in the backyard with my dogs, and I never was really a fan of dragonflies. And after this moment, because I was playing, and as kids play, yelling and playing with my dogs and stuff, and all of a sudden a dragonfly literally flew into my mouth and then buzzed around, and I just like spit it right back out, and it flew away. And ever since then, it's like I keep my mouth shut whenever I see a dragonfly. But who knew that? I guess now, being I'm 40 now, but kind of thinking about it, maybe that was a sign then for now that I would be using my voice to help other people and motivate them. So now, I see dragonflies when I do. Like I said, I keep my mouth closed because I don't want that to happen again. But it makes me laugh every time when I see it. So when I see one. So look up dragonflies if you seem to see them a lot around you. Is obviously a good omen. Okay. No matter how I feel about what happened with my situation. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into what is the energy of the present self for Aquarius. What is the energy of the present self for Aquarius? Okay. One last shuffle here. This is the Elemental Oracle deck that we're using for your present self, Aquarius, which I think really speaks to, how people or where people's mindsets are presently when we're not in our higher self. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have richness, marine life. Okay. Richness, marine life. All right. I automatically think of Pisces energy a little bit because, marine life, you deal with Pisces being very social, and maybe you tap into that a little bit. You have the number 32 here. 3, centering yourself. 2, focusing on your deepest desires and not what you don't want. But equaling out to 5, So possibly a change happening in your lives, Aquarius, where you are about to be very social, very interacting, networking, things of that nature. Okay, being surrounded by different people. Okay, so you have earth energy, you have water energy here, um, air sign energy for yourself. And so, wrong book. Let's go into the book and get some additional messages with number 32. Which again, like I said, is water energy. Opulentium, which is Latin for richness. It says marine life, fertility is yours. Your wishes will be granted. There is more than one way to find a solution to a problem. Adapt to the new, okay? Adapt to the new, okay? So there could be people around you, Aquarius, that can literally help you. Again, we saw that Four of Cups kind of being, a little bit standoffish, but these people want you to truly be successful in whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish, okay? So they will speak nothing but advice to you. You do want to handle things yourself. You are known to kind of like do your own thing and flow the way you want to flow, but those who give you this good advice, you should, just take heed to it. Doesn't mean you have to do it. You can do it in your own way, but they're just wanting you to be successful, okay? Let's get into now your higher self. What is the potential energy for your higher self, Aquarius? Okay, this can be considered as your subconscious mind, what you think of possibly when you're asleep and you don't really maybe think about it when you wake up. It kind of goes away, all right? Kind of consider keeping a journal next to your bed and writing down the dreams that you have, because there are some potential meanings tied to them that could lead to you accomplishing your goals. Not just materialistically, but also more so towards personal growth. Okay? I feel one more shuffle is needed before we cut the deck and we go down to the bottom to see what your message is. Okay, for Aquarius, the potential energy of your higher self leads to the law of mental equivalent. The law of mental equivalent. Use your imagination to create your dreams into reality. Okay, use your imagination to create your dreams into reality. Like I was just saying, focus on your dreams. Focus on what you're seeing. Like I said, downloads, if you will, of what it is that you are destined to do. Okay? Do not stay in a negative course. Pay attention to all that is positive. Okay? $99, which equals out to 18, which then equals out to 9 again. Okay? That tells me you guys are wrapping up a phase of moving forward and getting into your higher self here, okay? Excuse me. This card indicates that you must wake up and realize that life is the ultimate mirror of your consciousness. Who you are being and how you are living indicates the exact beliefs you are embodying. If you do not like what you are experiencing, it is up to you to reprogram your subconscious mind and redirect energy upon universal law to manifest and demonstrate a life you love. Imagination is the secret to creating your dreams into reality. Go into a contemplative meditation and ask yourself, who am I? If I am not my things, the status of my relationship, the money in my bank account, or my body, then who am I? Okay? Ask yourself those questions as you meditate. Okay? I would definitely suggest the align my energy and possibly the spiritual growth meditative oils for that exercise of that contemplative meditation. You can find those in my Etsy shop. If you go into the link in my bio on my About Me page, it should also be listed below with the description of this reading. Okay? Really dope reading here for you guys. It got a little crazy towards the top a little bit, but it kind of recentered for you guys. I do have another set of readings that you could look at that are done. These are taking over for the Dreamcatcher reads. So you can definitely check on those and kind of tap into your energy a little bit there when it comes to your dreams. And regardless, all readings on my channel are timeless. So whatever you're guided to look at it then when it's meant for you to look at it. Okay. I don't want you going on a whole tangent of kind of steady watch tarot at your leisure, and don't make it too much holding on to the words unless you are in alignment with what's being said. Okay, that's why I always say take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so with that being said, Aquarius, that's all that I have for you guys today. Preliminary readings will be starting back up again this month as I am pretty much kind of off spiritual vacation. Just trying to get these monthly manifestations out for everyone. So until then, Aquarius, peace.